So you just closed on your new house, you're getting ready to move in, and you have the moving truck packed, you got all your friends there, you're getting ready to start taking stuff inside. Not so fast, my friend. Today I'm going to share with you the top 10 things you need to do before you start moving into your new house. So let's get right into it. So number one, you want to turn on your utilities and your internet. Nothing is worse than showing up to move into your house and finding out the water's cut off, the electric's cut off, the gas is cut off, you have no internet. Do that, get that all set up before closing. And especially if you're closing on a Friday, because you do not want to be in there on a weekend and not have access to those things. So that's number one. Number two, clean all the carpets. And as a bonus tip, also change out your toilet seats. So the toilet seats, we'll address that first. You do not necessarily want to be sitting on what other people have been sitting on when you move in that new house. With the carpets, cleaning carpets is fairly inexpensive, and it's much cheaper when you do it if the house is empty. So even if the carpets look clean, go ahead and get someone in there to steam clean those suckers so everything's nice and pristine as you move into the new house, okay? Number three, you want to wipe out all of the cabinets and drawers in the kitchen and bathroom. So debris gets in there as people live in a house. If you get in there and do it before you start moving your stuff in there, those will be nice and clean. There'll be nothing in there that can get your things dirty as you move them into those cabinets and drawers. Number four, you want to change your locks. You have no idea the previous owner who they gave keys to. A lot of times those doorknobs won't match. The easiest thing to do is go to Home Depot, Lowe's, your local hardware store, and buy lock sets that are all the same brand. Count the number of doorknobs and deadbolts you've got as entry points into the house, and then buy lock sets that have a little code on the back of the lock set. And if those codes match on the different packages that you buy, that's going to mean that all of those locks are keyed with the same key. If you have a unique lock on the door that can't be changed out easily, you can take that lock and go to the store and buy your other lock sets. And oftentimes the folks at the hardware store can help you rekey it so all of those match. So get those locks changed so you don't have to worry about someone you don't know coming into your house with a key that you didn't know existed. All right, number five, you want to locate the whole house water shutoff. This is super important. If you were to develop a leak and water was geysering somewhere, you want to know exactly where to go to shut that water off. So here's a key. Newer houses typically have it in the garage or in the utility room if there is no garage, and it's located near your hot water tank. There's usually a little knob. You just flip that over and that shuts off the water for the house. Some older houses do not have that knob or that lever inside the house, and you'll need to know where your water meter is located in the front lawn in between the house and the street. And you might need what's called a water key, which you can get at any Home Depot, Lowe's hardware store. That will allow you to shut off the water at the meter. Just know where you need to go, how to get there, what tools you need to make it happen. And that way, if you ever have a water emergency, you can get that water shut off quick and limit the damage that it'll cause. All right, number six, you want to label all of the circuits in your electrical panel. If they're already labeled, you want to test them out. And if you do this before you move in, it's going to save you a lot of time and frustration when something happens and you need to turn off a circuit breaker to change a light out or to do something else. And you won't have all the clocks in the house flashing 12 after you're done with your electrical repair. So get those circuits in the electrical panel, get those all labeled. Number seven, you want to check out all your appliances. Make sure they're all plugged in. While you have your fridge pulled out or your stove pulled out, you probably want to clean behind there as well if it's not already clean. But also check them, make sure they're plugged in, make sure they're all working. It's easier to get appliances in and out of a house when there is nothing else in the house. They're big things and they can be difficult to move if you're trying to maneuver around a lot of stuff. All right, number eight, you want to create a staging area. This can be in your garage. This can be in a spare room, a bonus room, the living room, somewhere where you can put everything that you don't immediately know where it needs to go. And then here's the key to that staging area. You want to, every day after you move in, take something out of that area and move it to where it needs to go, figure out where it needs to go, and do not just go and jam it all in closets or in the attic or wherever, because I promise you, when you go to move out of that house in 10 or 15 years, that stuff will still be sitting there. It's confession time. When my wife and I built our house back in 2008, when we moved in, we took some stuff, we jammed it in the closets, we put some stuff up in the attic, and that stuff is still sitting there today. So don't be like me on this one. Get that staging area, get all of the stuff together there, and give yourself a time limit to get all that moved where it needs to go and in its place. And when you get down to the end of it, either toss that stuff away, give it away, have a garage sale, whatever you need to do, and that will save you from having closets and attics jam-packed full of stuff that you never use. All right. Number 9, this one is super important. You want to get the first thing when you move into that house and you start setting things up. Get your beds set up first, complete with the frame, the box spring, the mattress, all of the bedding in place, your sheets on, your covers on, pillowcases on the pillows. Because when it comes to the end of the day and you're super tired, you do not want to have to put the bed together when you're wiped out and don't feel like doing another thing. You want to be able to just crash on that bed and go to sleep. All right, number 10, the last thing you want to do. You want to have a pad of paper with you throughout the move and be making yourself a list. As you're moving, you're going to realize some things need to be done. You need to get some things. There's maybe repair people you want to bring in. There's maybe advice you want to get from someone, but make that list as you go so you don't lose any of that info as you come up with it. And then you have a list when you're done of things that you can do after the move is over. So that's your top 10 things to do before you move into your new house. If you'd like a hard copy of that list, you can download a PDF from our website at hafnerrealestate.com/resources. It'll be there ready to go along with a bunch of other useful information. So please follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome real estate content. If you are right now watching this on YouTube, please subscribe now and hit the little bell so that you will be notified of every new video as it comes out. And finally, if you're thinking of making a move to, from, or within Murfreesboro or Middle Tennessee, or just have questions about the market or real estate in general, please send us a text or email or give us a call. Our company mission is to help people just like you to achieve their real estate goals. And I promise we will make your journey as stress-free and easy as possible.